on, guys? Christopher Yaks here, Aquascapes of Michiana, helping out with Columbia Water Gardens here in Southern California. And let me tell you, it's an absolutely beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. I froze my cojones off last night, and now I am sweating to death. So that's kind of the weather that we're getting here in Southern California with my buddy Carl there. What's going on, Carl? And so just kind of want to show you guys what we finished up yesterday. Didn't have it, this thing actually died last night, so I didn't get a chance, but we want to flip you guys around and show you guys what we got done yesterday. All right, so we are waiting on gravel right now, otherwise that'd be done, but we got the first wetland filter done. We got it piped in. I really like the style that Carl's got going in on this plumbing here. And this is actually going to be used for geothermal cooling for...
You want me to explain that?
Ooh, yes, I would love, he's right there.
Okay.
I was going to try, and I'm not very good at it.
All right, so here we go. Southern California, this particular area we're in, Rancho Mirage, just outside of Palm Springs. You can look it up on Google Earth, kind of get an idea where we're at. I can't reveal the exact location of where we are, unfortunately, but the summers out here get up to right around 115, 117 on average, with peaks as high as 125, 127 this year alone. And so one of the problems that we have out here in this area is that when you put a pond in, that water temperature is going to rise. And so we know that creating waterfalls gives us that air exchange that cools off the pond water. But wetlands do something tremendous that is a huge oversight to a lot of people building a wetland filter. Typically, we build a wetland filter so we can crystal clear the water, huge biological activity, do everything that needs to be done to be able to maintain optimum water quality within the pond. But one other really special thing is happening with a wetland filter is underneath here, we've got 4 feet of depth from grade down below, and we're using the large aqua blocks, and we've got the snorkel and we got the centipede going directly underneath me over here. The benefit of this is that the ground outside the wetland filter over here is nice and cool. That's not exposed to the sun, and so we're using the ground to cool the water as the water goes through the wetland filter. Now, the other thing about the wetland is there's only about maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of water max inside here before it flows out. And so that means that everything below that really thin water line is all rocks and gravel, and it is not exposed to the sun at all. So the rocks store temperature, right? They have memory, and then the depth in here with the sand and just the simple earth that's around it is also storing temperature. So what's going to end up happening is that the wetlands are going to act as temperature stabilizers for the entire pond. And when we built our last pond up in 29 Palms, California, it's the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center just on the other side of the hill. We did that this summer in the heat of the summer. I mean, it's the worst conditions we've ever worked in, and we plowed through that thing. We put a thermometer in it, and the water temperature never exceeded 68 degrees in the worst temperature. And that pond is 45 feet long by 20 feet wide by 5 feet deep. So we know it works, and we know it works for this area right over here. So that's a really brief introduction as to why a wetland filter is great for geothermal stabilization. I gotta go move the excavator. Back to you, Chris.
So that was Carl Petit. He is the owner of Columbia Water Gardens. He is the man. He is a great personal friend of mine, and he is the reason why we are here in Southern California, and he just said that a lot better than I ever could have. So but yeah, so we got the wetland in here. It's being used for multiple purposes. Not only is it for water quality, but it's actually for temperature control of the pond, because as the pond raises in temperature and there's a little bit of nutrients from fish and aquatic plants or anything like that, that's when we start having water quality issues. So that is why we are using so many wetland filtration systems. You've actually got 3 of them on the system here, and all that's being used for water quality and temperature control for this lake. So yeah, we got this done today. We're waiting on gravel right now. It should be in this afternoon so we can super sack everything in here, get this completely finished out. Let me flip this around and kind of show you guys what else is going on. So we got the start of our stream. Let me get down here. So we got the start of our stream boulder right there. There's the other side stream boulder right there. As you can see, we got high, low, high, low, high, low, and what we're actually using is we're using that as channels to go into the stream and then over here into our next wetland filtration system. This one's even deeper. This one's going to cool down the lake it's going to do the best job of cooling down the lake. This one, like we said, was only about 4 feet. This one's about 8 feet. So we're actually doubling up on this one. Over here in this area, Carl's got something really cool planned out. Some fountain features, things like that. And then in front of his machine there, that is actually the stream that's going out into the lake. So let me take you guys over there real quick. And just to let you guys know while we're walking, this is 100% sand. All of this is just beach sand. And it's ever shifting. I know wind comes in. We had some pretty windy conditions yesterday. Dust was flying everywhere, but take a look at this. So we got a wetland filtration system coming in, or not a wetland, but the intake system for the wetland for the 2 wetlands back there going in right there. We got another one right where the entrance is coming in for the machines, and just to the right of it where the agave plant is, we got another intake going in there that's going to feed that wetland system that the guys are working on up there that we'll get to in a minute. And also another one on the other side that's going to be feeding what we've got something special planned right there in the back corner that's going to give all that sound to this entire property. So kind of walking around, we got pickleball court. Never played pickleball, but sounds pretty cool. We got lemon trees. Like, this is so cool, guys. I've actually never seen lemons growing out here. We have apples back in Indiana and stuff like that, but I've never seen citrus fruit growing on a tree before. So that was kind of cool for me. We got stream coming in right here. As you can see, all the guys, Jeff Michaels here from Pondering Waters up in Fraser, Michigan. He's actually heading this part of the project. I'm just the loudmouth that yells at everybody. He's actually the genius and the brains behind it. And so what we're doing right now, just getting everything cut for what we're doing for our stream. Guys up here, so we got Dewey, Byron, Gary, and Joe over here. Say hey, guys. Say hey to everybody on YouTube. We got everybody over here. We're starting to get our stream bed dug and leveled out here. And then what we're doing is we're taking all of this water. Once again, we got another wetland up here for water quality and temperature control. Here, coming up here, overflowing into our stream. Right here, this is where it's all going to start. So let's start flowing this way. As you can see, then we got drop here. We're putting drop here. Everything's coming this way. Gonna flow it here. Then we're gonna turn here. And then we're gonna turn here. And then finally we're gonna do one more turn. And then bam. Right there into the lake, guys. So let me flip you around again. So yes, so that's what we got planned. We got one of the wetlands done yesterday, and now we're gonna start on the other wetland with this stream. We're gonna march uphill from the lake to the wetland, get this whole thing built. Hopefully we can get this done today, if not today, tomorrow. And so that way we can start next week strong. Carl's got a lot of really cool things planned for us. I will get some of that stuff on video for you guys. Share with you guys how awesome a guy Carl Petit from Columbia Water Gardens is, and how well he treats and hosts his guests here in Southern California. So I will check you guys later, and hope you guys have a good day. See ya.